Welcome back, guys. This is where we left off on this project in the last video, and we've got the roofing material. So let's get this thing knocked out. We've got three 12-foot long sheets of this green metal roofing, and we're not putting it up the traditional way. We're putting this up sideways compared to what would be your traditional installation of this roof, because we do have this sloped towards that fence in the back, so any water that gets on this is going to run down and out the back. So that'll be sufficient for that. And quite frankly, this is a lot easier way to do it than to actually frame this out and run the roofing sheet metal the other way. It is a bit awkward moving these and setting up these pieces of metal with one person. Sure, it would be a lot easier with a second set of hands, but I don't need anybody. We are using self-tapping metal screws with a rubber washer, common installation screw for this type of application with metal roofing. The second and third pieces here on the sides, I'm rolling this out and I'm sliding this under the first piece of metal. The reason I'm doing this is because if I did this end piece and then tried to get the center later, it would not hold my weight because it's not framed for that. So the top piece goes over and then the side pieces slide up under to overlap or underlap and then we fasten them down, and this works. We've got two pieces done, and you'll be able to see here how I'm sliding this under the first piece that we put up. It slides right under, then fasten it down. I'm using a piece of this leftover scrap metal for a straight edge just to make sure the screws are all lined up and all of them actually hit into the metal frame. And this is just an outdoor extension cord with some sockets and a little light switch added into it, and we're hitting it with a little black spray paint just to make it blend in with the frame a little better so it's a little less tacky. And now we are going to hook up a little teeny tiny ceiling fan. And this just plugs in, very common in the area. These are like $5 or $10 little tiny fans, but they work. The next step is a little bit of sunshade, and this also helps block a little bit of rain a little bit to keep the area under here drier and keep the sun out, and also helps block some of the firewood that's stored on the other side of this. But it really helps keep the place a little cooler and a little drier. This is going on both sides, and this one will stretch out across and cover the barbecue that is here. That'll help a light rain. It'll help keep everything dry. You can still cook and still let the smoke out, but mostly just keeps out a little bit of rain and the sun that can cook you here sometimes. They also have mango trees that will drop a bunch of mangoes here a couple times a year or whenever it goes ripe. This right here will give them something to bounce on before they hit the ground, so you'll save more of them. You have a lot less that are broken open. And this is a bongos, also known as a milkfish, and it is stuffed full of seasonings and lemongrass and tomatoes and onions and garlic and all kinds of things like that. And it's almost time to eat. I told you this table was really long. We fit like 20 people at this thing. But this is made out of a native hardwood, and I mean, you can't even cut through that wood barely. And here's a little nighttime view of what we got here. And we'll talk about numbers in a second. All that's missing is a few good friends, a few drinks, maybe some music, and we're all set, guys. Come on over. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. And in case you're wondering why this is 2 videos, it's because after the metal frame was up, where the first video ended, it was a month to get the metal to do the roof. It took a month. So in the meantime, the first video, most of that was edited and everything was ready to go, and just waiting to see how long it was going to take to get everything to finish it. But to give you an idea on the cost of this, it's $250 to $300 is what it costs to build this whole thing. You've got the 2x2 and 1x2 metal. You've got what, half gallon or less of the black paint and cement for the first part, and then the second part is mostly the metal, and that was about $150. The 3 12-foot lengths of metal by themselves was around $125, $150. And then the incidentals, there's extension cord for the fan, the lights. The lights that are in there are little LED lights, and then a wall switch, and that's very economical by U.S. standards. Anyways, very economical. So that was easy, and it just goes into an outdoor receptacle. So it's all just plug in, and they can just plug it, unplug it as they want, and that's fairly straightforward, fairly easy. So the overall cost was about $250, $300, right around there, which by American standards is really cheap. But here you're looking at 2 to 3 weeks pay to complete this project for a local. But that's what it is. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, any of those fun things that helps me, helps the channel. And I will see you guys down the road.